Attorneys, you're probably spending your testimonial budget on the wrong clients. The ones with the biggest settlements, the clearest speech, the best cinematography, the best story. Those are actually the worst for conversion. And the client who's going to move the needle, you're probably not even filming them. Quick background on myself. My name is Hugo E. I'm the founder of Abogados now. We are a Hispanic marketing agency only for attorneys. We've worked with over 500 law firms nationwide and driven more than $250 million in settlement fees. And we're also a Google Premier partner, which puts us at the top 3% of agencies in the country. So let's get into it. We run videos for the firms that we work with, so we know what converts, especially on the testimonial side. The pattern is very clear. A testimonial from a $500,000 case performs 30 to 40% worse in conversion than one from a case that gets about $25,000 to $75,000. It sounds backwards until you think about who's watching. A typical prospect lands into your website and they think that they have a normal case. Maybe it's like a car accident, a fracture, a clear liability situation. They see a testimonial from a catastrophic injury and think, that's not me, that's someone else's story about a huge commercial trucking incident. Instead of thinking, this firm is for me, they're probably thinking, this firm only handles big cases. So they leave, or really they don't convert. The best case scenario is no harm. They just don't see themselves in it. Most plaintiff firms build testimonial strategy around production quality. Who's articulate? Who has a big settlement? Who looks comfortable on camera? And these are all naturally great instincts. But here's the thing, the easiest client to film is rarely the client your prospects actually relate to. A polished professional speaker, someone who's successful, educated, maybe a business owner, might tell a beautiful story, but they generally don't match the profile of your average intake. Your average prospect watches and thinks, that's a super smart person having a great experience. They're probably not thinking, hey, that's me. This mismatch between what looks impressive and what actually converts is a leak in most testimonial strategies. You're building for your team's or your client's comfort, not your prospect's recognition. And according to Levitate Media's research from earlier this year, and I'll quote them directly, selecting clients who closely match your target audience ensures that your testimonials and case studies will resonate more effectively. That's it. Just pick people that look like your clients. If 70% of your intake is auto injury cases settling between $15,000 and $50,000, then your converting testimonial is someone from that exact cohort describing that exact same experience. A catastrophic injury case, a toxic tort case, a super high value wrongful death, those are all fundamentally different categories of cases. Prospects self-select by what they think they have. So show them a case that matches what they think they have, and then they'll pay attention. And according to Share.One's 2026 data, 88% of marketing teams experience at least a 10% increase in conversions when incorporating testimonial videos. So here's the reality. Video works, it's here to stay, but only if it's the right video for the right audience. And here's where a lot of firms get stuck, especially when they're spending $15,000 to $30,000 on testimonial video packages. You think that getting better gear, better editing, a more polished setting will actually get you better conversions. It's actually the opposite. A raw, authentic testimonial shot on a phone usually from someone in your demographic pool will always outperform those slick videos. So start looking for the $25,000, $30,000, $50,000, $75,000 cases that closed cleanly. Cases where the client got a fair outcome quickly and they're super, super grateful. Those are gold for your testimonials. They're not headliners, understandably. They're not the cases you'll talk about at conferences, but they're the cases most of your prospects are having. And when someone like them talks about a good outcome, conversion follows. So when you close a case, don't ask, hey, can you do a testimonial for us? Ask instead, does your story match the profile of our typical client? And if it does, you've got gold. And if it doesn't, it's probably not worth filming. Your prospect would rather hear from someone like them in their own living room from a polished speaker in a boardroom. So just keep it real, keep it very authentic. The camera doesn't need to be 4K. The story just needs to be real and it needs to land. If you're sitting on testimonial footage that is yet to be published or isn't moving the conversions quite yet, let's take a look at that together. Our information is in the call notes, so book a call and we'll talk soon.